What's up, Rant Gang? Welcome back to Red Flame Rants. What's up, Hog Army, if you're here? Welcome to Red Flame Rants. Today, Tom MacDonald, Hangman. Yeah, and do you know what? I can remember this being requested in the past and never getting around to it just because I was reacting to other ones instead that I like the sound of. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't react to it from that title alone, Hangman. I know something crazy is about to happen with Tommy. I think this was from a good few years ago, though, you know, when I clicked on it. It was like 3 or 4 years old. So, yeah, looking forward to it. I always like seeing Tom, where he was then to where he is now. We're representing Nova 2 today with the Nova Wild Order t-shirt. Absolutely love this t-shirt. So, yeah, we'll just get into this one. Tom MacDonald, Hangman, let's go.
This a warning for the ones who say they aren't afraid. Lately I've been coming from a darker place. I've been dealing with depression, I'm more dangerous than ever. I've been drinking again and never felt better. I swear to God that I'm a burner.
So at this point, had he still been drinking? Was he drinking at this point? I know he's sober now, he doesn't drink or do drugs anymore, but at this point when this track came out, was he drinking again? Let me know in the comments.
Piss on the flames, mix the ash with some whiskey and spit it all in their face. My new girl probably flip if you got something to say.
My new girl will probably flip if you got something to say. So was this the beginning of Nova with Tom? Was this the beginning of Tom and Nova? How funny that I wear this today too when he says that. Crazy.
Reminds me of myself when I would drink every day. I used to feel like how I felt was just a temporary phase, but now I feel like the feelings are fucking feeding off fame. And I don't plan to slow down and give it a second to breathe. I push the pedal past the breaking point, I'm picking up speed. In 2016, swear I came apart at the seams. I was scared of the dark and therefore afraid of my dreams. But I rebuilt what came apart with iron alloy beams. Come fly a plane into my legs and I'm gonna fall to my knees. Haven't taken any pills to calm me down for a month. I'm on the edge and I'm waiting for any reason to jump. Don't take it lightly, I'm excited when they throw in the punch. I got a list of different strategies to bury these funks.
I'd love to know exactly where he is at this point. You'll have to let me know in the comments because yeah, it sounds like he's still not fully out of that lifestyle. He's obviously still drinking, as he said, and he's only not been taking pills for a month, he just said. So is this like, was this him accepting that he needed to change and maybe a little cry for help too, what obviously a lot of fans gave him? Yeah, as I said, I'm interested to know. Let me know in the comments, please.
Rarely do I carry all the weight of a grudge, but I've been barely ordinary since the prairies and drugs. My imaginary friends in camouflage with some guns, and I've been fairly military, but my army is one. They've been passive aggressive with how they deal with my message. They lack the passion and reckless nature of truthful expression. They ain't made of what I'm made from. They've been bruised up and dented. They don't understand the underhanded, ruthless obsession that I was born with. Slam like the door sticks. Closet full of skeletons so heavy couldn't move them with a forklift. Your bitch probably fell in love cause you forced it. Now she bumped my records while you deep inside a porn binge. I woke up with a buzzing in my head. I don't wanna leave the comfort of my bed. A dozen missed calls from a dozen of my friends, and my day just started, but it's coming to an end. Already getting dark. 8 months sober and I hate that it's over, but the weight on my shoulders started breaking my heart. I started out with 1 or 2 and then I moved to 3 or 4, and then I realized that I was back where I had been before. Ativan's gone missing from the bottle. Tell my doctor they were stolen, but I know that they were swallowed. Everything I ever...
Tell me doctor they were stolen, but I know that they were swallowed. Wow, I feel like I'm kind of seeing the beginning of the change in Tom, from the drinking and drugs to getting his life back on track, and where he is now with Nova. Was Nova a big influence on that then with Tom? Was she part of the reason? I mean, obviously he probably thought about it anyway, but was Nova that final piece of the jigsaw he needed to completely change himself and turn himself around? yeah, it's nice. If that was the case, then that's nice to see.
Was always done with open throttles, all the way or nothing. Non-commitment is a broken promise, and I know that that's a problem in itself. But you're living or you're dying or you're crying out for help. Yeah, it's been a week since I felt like me. I've been starving, but I just can't eat. I'm exhausted, but I can't find sleep. It's been harder than it's ever been. The darkness hasn't ever dimmed, the light's so bleak. I never understood what they meant when they said that they were just the shadows of men that they had been before they were beat. Now I know that everything I heard was for real when I'm looking in the mirror at a shell of myself. I think that stress is a contributing factor to being 28 and feeling older than dad does. The wrinkles on my face spreading faster and faster. If the good die young, I hope I'm one of the bad ones. The day's long, stay strong and try again tomorrow though. Even if you're running out of reasons to ignore the phone. Even if you're running out of gas, go and borrow more. Your demon's not the hardest when you finally chose to close the door. This is not the way my parents raised me. I hope they realize they didn't fail one of their babies. This is the result of a...
See, that's an important thing to say, man. So when someone goes off the rails, or someone young especially, they always question the parents like it was their fault. I mean, sometimes you could have the nicest parents in the world who do nothing but show you love and raise you right, basically the way you should be raised, and it doesn't mean you can't still go off the rails. I mean, and I respect Tom for saying that, because it isn't always the parents' fault. I mean, a lot of the time it can be. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've witnessed myself bad parents. I see it every day. To be honest with you, when I go to pick my little girl up from school, I see bad parents. But that's every school. It's not just my kid's school. It's every school. There's bad parents. Or maybe I'm being harsh, but to me they look like bad parents. I'm just going to say that. But yeah, respect to Tom, man. Respect for him for saying that, because I agree with him.
Social climate that's original design was keeping people trapped inside it. Liquor and violence, we suffer in silence until we embrace one another and find our collective defiance will topple the giants. I just try to smile through the crying, cause I know that someone somewhere is feeling way worse than I am, and that's true. That's true.
Love it. Sorry, we started again then. Yeah. So even at this point, Tom was unreal. It just shows you though. I don't know if Tom had already blown up at this point. I'm not sure. But because I came in late with Tom, so I'm not exactly sure of everything, and I don't like going back and looking at stuff away from the channel, because it spoils it. It really does. I don't want to spoil reactions, and I like Tom's, like, I'm a fan of Tom, but I like the Hangover gang coming in my comments and letting me know the score, letting me know what's what, because I'll say this, in what I've been reacting to Tom for about 18 months now, maybe, and I've had one of them be rude to me, just one. And I've done so many Tom reactions back at this point. Tom Nova, Tom with my child, GFBF, all that. So I've done so many reactions at this point, and in all that time I can remember one comment from one person who was kind of rude, and that was it. I mean, they're just not only are they very loyal to Tom, but Hangover Gang is so helpful to me, and they're always willing. When I ask a question on here, they're always willing to come in and answer it and let me know and give me a lot of information on it, and I appreciate it, man. I really do. Might not always have the time to get back to everyone, especially since the pandemic. I mean, I was on top of this so much before that pandemic hit. I was responding to most people. But yeah, my life just seems to have changed completely in terms of how busy I am now. It just made me more busy, which is crazy, I know. But yeah, so if I don't get back to you straight away, I do apologise, but I will do at some point, I promise. And let me know in the comments anything I've asked. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hangover Gang, yet again, can't thank you enough. Please keep coming in and watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, it's like a joy to react to Tom and Nova, because I know I'm gonna get the best people in my comments, and you've got to appreciate that. You've got to. So yeah, hopefully I will see you all again on the next one.